Continue on with the previous lesson or open the file hat04.max. Now we'll settle this group onto the surface. So go into Group Subobject mode, and you see the band is unassigned. Click on the band unassigned and choose Surface from these group options. Once surface is depressed, we can go over and pick the gnome surface. Now, under the constraint parameters, we want to set the constraint to be a soft constraint and set this offset all the way down to maybe 0.2. This will keep the band close to the head. Hop out of subobject mode and do a little simulate local. See that the band gets sucked down to the character's head and starts to form this rim all the way around. You can stop simulating local when it's in the position that you want. And we have some of these polys kind of interpenetrating here, but it's actually fairly good to have this hat really close to this mesh, because in the end this will be subdivided and get a little bit smaller, so we won't have that. And we'll also have the ability to put some different modifiers on this on top of cloth so that we can make it look a little bit more interesting. So now that we have the group all set up, we can actually animate our character. So at this point I like to go ahead and hide the hair, and we'll just select the mesh and just give the entire mesh a little bit of a rotate over 50 frames. So we'll go to frame 25 and frame 50. We'll just copy this so that he gets back to his place. Now that we're done simulating local and we have some animation on our character, we can simulate the actual animation. All you have to do is click on Simulate, and it will cruise through. This is doing it at about 0.5 seconds per frame, and you see that the hat follows with the character, and we get some dynamic simulation on the cloth. It's still holding its shape because it's a pretty dense burlap type fabric, as the gnome's hat would, but you're getting this action happening here and a little bit of reverb afterwards. So we can continue this on for a while until it settles, which it looks like it has, and you can just click on cancel and it'll save the animation that you have. So you see that we have some nice rippling in the cloth here as it goes back, and it kind of just swings back and forth and then settles into place. So that's how we can do our simulation. If we don't like the simulation, you can go ahead and erase the simulation and just resimulate and you can change any of the values. You can make gravity stronger and then just simulate it again. So in the next lesson we'll take a look at adding some modifiers above cloth to make this look maybe a little bit more realistic, and adding a material to the hat and what materials you might want to use with cloth.